Dear viewers, and welcome back on board the English cruise. Today we'll talk about British cuisine. Have you ever tried fish and chips? Do you know anything about Sunday roast or shepherd's pie? What is the difference between British breakfast and continental breakfast? Join us and you'll find the answers.
Today in the programme, British cuisine. Hello Lena, oh, bon appetit.
Merci. Want a sandwich?
Well, yeah, actually, I'm rather hungry. So, would you like to know about the origin of the sandwich?
Origin of the sandwich? Well, it originated back in my kitchen just half an hour ago.
Well,
It was easy, you know, I just took a slice of bread, spread some butter on it, and at the top put some cheese, and that's it. Here you go.
Yeah, well, I can see that. Obviously, you made it at home, but do you want to know you know how the sandwich came about, the original sandwich?
I have no idea about the original sandwich.
Well, it was actually created by a Lord Sandwich in England back in the 18th century.
By a lord? Are you kidding? Didn't he have anything else to eat, this lord?
Well, of course he had, but he was very keen on hunting and spent a lot of time outdoors. And obviously, at that stage, there was no snack bars nearby, so he was often got very, very hungry.
Oh, poor lord. So he decided to make a snack himself.
Exactly. And what he did, he took 2 pieces of bread and put some ham slices or cheese in between. And when he came back home from hunting, he offered it to his friends, lords and dukes, to try his creation. And since then, the sandwich has been present practically in every European cuisine, in all sorts of variations.
Wow, that's interesting. Does my sandwich look like his, Lord Sandwich?
Well, in a way, but you haven't sort of put another slice of bread on top because the cheese or the ham has got to be in between. But it looks tasty anyway.
Look, Sam, I think it would be a good idea to talk about cuisine, different cuisine today.
Yeah, I think
like
it's,
Italian cuisine with pizza and spaghetti.
Yes.
Indian cuisine full of curry spice. French cuisine with delicious sauces. Chinese, Japanese, Russian, you just name it.
Well, I think that's a great idea, but why don't we start with a good old British cuisine?
Well, you must be joking. It's boring. British food is awful. I remember baked tomatoes and boiled mushrooms.
Unlucky for you, Elena. Anyway, have you ever tried Yorkshire pudding, shepherd's pie, Sunday roast? And of course, you must have enjoyed a full English breakfast. And have you ever tasted fish and chips? Yeah?
I think fish and chips sounds okay with me. Yeah. Okay, Sam, right. We'll talk about British cuisine.
Well, good, yeah. That'd be a good topic, I think, yes. Language review. A slice of bread.
Кусочек хлеба.
A slice of cheese on the top.
Кусочек сыра сверху.
Snack bars.
Закусочная.
European cuisine.
Европейская кухня.
Italian cuisine. Spaghetti and pizza.
Итальянская кухня. Спагетти и пицца.
Indian cuisine is full of curry spice.
Индийская кухня насыщена специей карри.
French cuisine with its delicious sauces.
Французская кухня с ее изысканными соусами.
British food is awful.
Британская еда ужасна.
A common mistake.
Обычное заблуждение.
Have you ever tried Yorkshire pudding, shepherd's pie, or Sunday roast?
Ты когда-нибудь пробовала йоркширский пудинг, пастуший пирог или воскресный ростбиф?
Have you enjoyed a full English breakfast?
Ты наслаждалась настоящим английским завтраком?
Have you ever tasted fish and chips?
Ты когда-либо пробовала жареную рыбу с картошкой?
Pepe. You enjoying your crisps?
Not crisps. They're chips. By the way, would you like some?
No thanks. But you know, they're crisps, not chips, at least in British English.
What are chips then?
You see, people are often confused with the words crisps and chips and mix them because of language use. What you're eating now is called crisps in British English and chips in American English. What we call chips in England would be French fries in the US.
Wait a minute. I'm completely confused. What is French fries then?
Oh, it's just some kind of fried potato. Oh, and by the way, have you ever eaten fish and chips?
Yes, I have. You know what, to be honest, nothing special, nothing to write home about. Absolutely. So trivial as anything.
But do you know it's a typically English dish?
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that. Very interesting.
Fish and chips is a popular takeaway food that originated in the United Kingdom in the middle of the 19th century. It consists of deep-fried fish, traditionally cod, or in Australia flake, but sometimes haddock or plaice, covered in batter, or sometimes breadcrumbs, accompanied by a deep-fried chipped, slab-cut potatoes.
Interesting. And who is this dish popular with? It doesn't sound very exquisite, like French goose pate. So do rich people like fish and chips at all?
Well, they've definitely tasted it at least once in their life, but you're right, yes. Fish and chips became a stock meal amongst the working classes in Great Britain. It was a consequence of the rapid development of trawl fishing in the North Sea and development of railways connecting ports to cities during the second half of the 19th century. So primarily it was not for the rich.
Do you like fish and chips?
Oh, of course, I love fish and chips.
Okay.
And the smell always reminds me of home, even when I'm far away.
I understand. Anyway, thank you very much. You taught me a very nice lesson. Now I will never confuse fish, chips, French fries or fried potatoes.
Yep. And let's check.
Okay.
You walk into a British pub and you order a pint of beer and which snack?
Crisps.
Exactly.
Language review. People often are confused with the words crisps and chips and mix them.
Люди иногда путают слова crisps и chips.
What you are eating now is called crisps in British English and chips in American English.
То, что ты ешь сейчас, называется crisps в британском варианте английского языка и chips в американском английском.
What we call chips in England would be French fries in the US.
То, что мы называем chips по-английски, американцы назовут French fries.
Takeaway food.
Еда на вынос.
Deep fried fish.
Хорошо прожаренная рыба.
Cod.
Треска.
Haddock.
Пикша.
Plaice.
Камбала.
Covered in batter.
В кляре.
Breadcrumbs.
В сухарях.
French goose pate.
Французский гусиный паштет.
Let's double check. You come into a pub in England, order a pint of beer, and which snack?
Проверяем еще раз. Ты приходишь в английский паб, заказываешь пинту пива и какую закуску?
Crisps.
Чипсы.
Hi, Tommy, how are you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
Fine, thank you. You know, Thomas, Sam and I, we decided to talk about British food today, and since you definitely know something about it, can you please tell me about some British traditions concerning food and dishes?
Well, you know, Elena, it's Sunday today. Now tell me, do you have any special meals on Sundays in your country?
Well, yes, we have a traditional Sunday dinner. That's when people of a family get together in the parents' house, usually, and the mom, the hostess, cooks a meal. There's no definite recipe, but it's really special meal, like baked duck or roasted tobacco chicken.
Tobacco chicken?
Yep.
What is that?
Okay, it's a chicken which is specially cooked. It is covered with special spices, and after roasting, it gets the tobacco color and a little bit of tobacco smell. I guess you would call it a smoked chicken, but we call it tobacco. Have you tried it?
No, but I would definitely like to.
Why did you ask me about Sunday meal? Do you also have something special on Sundays?
Yes, we have the Sunday roast.
Sunday roast? What's that?
Well, the Sunday roast is a traditional British main meal served on Sundays, usually near early afternoon for lunch, consisting of roasted meat, roast potatoes, mashed potato together with accompaniments such as Yorkshire pudding, stuffing, vegetables and gravy.
Is it typical only for Britain?
Not only, but also in the United States, Canada, Australia and all over the English-speaking world. Other names of this meal are Sunday dinner, Sunday lunch, Sunday tea, roast dinner and Sunday joint, joint being the word that specifically refers to a joint of meat.
Interesting. Is there any history behind the Sunday roast?
Well, there are at least two opinions on the origins of Sunday roast. One holds that during the Industrial Revolution, Yorkshire families left a cut of meat in the oven before going to church on a Sunday morning, so that when they came back from church it was ready to eat.
Very practical indeed. While you are in the church, the dinner takes care of itself. And what is the second opinion?
The second opinion holds that the Sunday roast dates back to medieval times, when the village serfs served the squire for 6 days a week. Then, on the Sunday, after the morning church service, serfs would assemble in the field and practice their battle techniques, and were rewarded with a feast of oxen roasted on a spit.
Wow, you know what, Tommy? I'm hungry. What about going for a pizza?
A pizza?
Yeah.
That's all I told you.
Language review. Baked duck or roasted tobacco chicken.
Запеченная утка или цыпленок табака.
The Sunday roast.
Воскресный ростбиф.
Roasted meat, roast potato, mashed potato together with accompaniments such as Yorkshire pudding, stuffing, vegetables and gravy.
Жареное мясо, жареный картофель, пюре, а еще йоркширский пудинг, начинка, овощи и подливка.
Hello, Uncle Sam. Please, can I have fish and chips? I'm so hungry.
Are you really hungry?
Yes, I'm very, very hungry.
And you've heard of fish and chips before?
Yes, no, not before.
Yes.
Just now, Tommy told me about fish and chips, and I really want to have it a go.
My poor girl, you must be really hungry. Wait a minute, it's only 10 o'clock. Haven't you had your breakfast yet already?
Of course I've had. But you know, you get hungry after this ridiculous continental breakfast pretty soon.
Oh, sorry for my ignorance. What is a continental breakfast? What did you have?
Oh, I just had a coffee and croissant.
Ah, coffee and croissant.
Yes, coffee and croissant.
Now I know. What you really need is
Yes.
a good old-fashioned English breakfast.
Tell me about it. What is it?
Well, a full English breakfast is a meal that consists of several courses. Traditionally a starter, which is either fruit juice, prunes, grapefruit, cereals, a main course, tea with milk, toast and marmalade.
Now that you talk about it, I remember my auntie mentioned something like bacon and eggs.
Yes.
Are they also served for breakfast?
Yeah, definitely. The full English breakfast traditionally comprises of several fried foods and usually bacon and eggs, and is popular throughout the British Isles and other parts of the English-speaking world.
But why bacon and eggs? Of all the dishes, is it so special?
Well, actually, the name bacon and eggs was popularised by Edward Bernays in the 1920s. This was so to promote the sale of bacon. He conducted a survey of physicians and reported their recommendations that people eat hearty breakfasts. He sent the results of the survey to 5,000 physicians, along with publicity touting bacon and eggs as a very hearty breakfast.
All right, Sam, but I'm just wondering how,
Yes.
after eating such huge breakfast, I can be still active. Because If I ate so much, I would just fall asleep like a dog in the street.
Well, yeah, I mean, sorry, some people actually do, but I mean, would you like to try a full English breakfast now? Yeah? Okay then. Language review. Continental breakfast, a cup of coffee and a croissant.
Европейский завтрак. Чашка кофе и круассан.
A full English breakfast is a meal that consists of several courses, traditionally a starter, cereal, a main course, tea with milk, toast and marmalade.
Английский завтрак состоит из нескольких блюд. Первое – это злаки, второе – это чай с молоком, тост с мармеладом.
Bacon and eggs.
Яичница с беконом.
Today in the programme, British cuisine.
Dear viewers, we really hope you enjoyed our program today. Don't forget to enjoy your food always, whatever you eat. Continental breakfast or British breakfast, spaghetti or fish and chips. Just enjoy it. And don't forget to watch us on YouTube and on the same channel. Bye-bye.